Good morning, and everybody, welcome. This is early morning coffee time here at a barista fellowship. We get our best thinking. I'm wide awake. You know, the Christian ministry started way back under stress, and I would get up as a young mom, and the Lord would just say, redeem the time if your baby's awake, all this stuff. And so I started using the habit of praying, and I'm naturally an early riser, a lark. I get my best work, thinking, creating, planning done very early. So in Texas, when I was in my house alone, I was finding myself up at 3:45, no matter what, happy, alert, and ready at 3:45, and I can still go through the day, But so I thought, all I see is this computer, because I was a newbie, expat. So one day I just thought, I'm going to try over at the local coffee place, which we will remain nameless, in Adriatica, McKinney. It was so quality, and I could see people, and I found a Twitter comment at the time, and it said, like 2012 or so, it says, look over the top of your laptop to see what's on the other side. And that is true, because you get so intent looking in and on the web, creating, being, all that stuff, that world. So I started to think. So I'm an extrovert and an introvert, very much an introvert, but I need people, society, because I am happy and chatty and enjoy that, seeing people, meeting people, interacting. Also, I like classes. When I work out, I like classes because I see people, I'm with them. And then after a while, the extrovert is used up. So you got to go back and, incubate, be alone for a while, a few minutes, and then get back out there, recharge that extrovert. So I believe in being funny and happy. I just don't believe there are many people that understand that, and I'm looking for that from a little bit more merry in my community that are Christians. And so we are here for divine appointment in ministry. We're trying to not take ourselves too seriously. One of the things I have noted is that as a prophet, as a person who knows the deep things of the Lord and the serious issue of life and heaven and hell and this world and what goes on the planet, what's going on, not going on, and the Christian ministry, whoa. But I can't do that all the time. I need to keep that on a realm and then have a real life, and that's what I've always tried to do, to keep happy, because we're only passing through. So this is not a mom. I am a great mom. I like being a mom, but I'm not your mother. You got to hear God. I'm a sister. I'm your sister. So we're here for the body of Christ, for Christian ministries, for people who have quit ministry, who are in ministry, not in ministry. Really, if you're a Christian and you're a leader, you'll know it. You'll know it. Isn't it? You have a title. Titles don't matter. But what we want you to have is God's favor and love and respect no matter what. So we're here in the body of Christ online if you have any questions. And like I said, it's a divine opportunity. There are not many people who know what I know. There are not many people who have been out in the field for all these years in the body of Christ, traversing and traveling as the Lord led me to outpourings and new works and old works, and before fame, during fame, after fame, charismatic, prophetic, word of faith, Baptist, missionary, Baptist, all that type of stuff. By God's grace, it's a resource, and we know the powers that be. So we do not want to own you. In fact, this has resulted, this teaching, this fine-tuning, due to persons reading me and then not speaking but want to manage me, and I don't know, a lot of micromanaging. And so this is a defensive type, not a controlling, but how not to control, how not to be controlled for the body of Christ, because we want to please the audience of one. And as a apostle, Galatians 1 and 2, this is specifically sent, because I asked God about it. I said, Lord, if this is an apostle is the sent messenger. Who am I being sent to? And if Paul was sent to the Gentiles and Peter was sent to the Jews, who is this person being sent to? Because I'm a person's ministry. I deal with all kinds of persons. They happen to be humans, male and female, black, white, and brown, Christians and not. All right. So I said, Lord, but where? This is in Dallas, 2016 or so. I said, Lord. And he answered, your apostle to the slacks wearers. And I laughed because I thought, that is so right. I've never been sent. I've always been sent to people who are sort of modern day in the society that wear slacks, males and females. And I thought, but I'm laughing. I thought, well, maybe it's because I'm not sent to those who believe in only females wearing dresses. You know, they only wear dresses. There are many of that. I thought, well, maybe it's because they already have the fear of the Lord. That's really it. So we're looking for the right divine appointment. Our authority is Galatians 1:1 and 2, a prototype if you need that. And also Ephesians, I'm submitted according to First Church, historical Jesus Bible, and the First Church Apostles in Ephesians 5:21, mutual submission in the fear of the Lord. If you want to proof that it's not all this bowing and scraping, man-pleasing, then you can ask ChatGPT AI, was the first church, including Jesus, the apostles, Paul, in marriage, in leadership, in ministry, were they all Ephesians 5:21, or were they authoritarians, autocrats, my way or the highway? So when I asked it, it said every one of them was, back then, it started out as Ephesians 5:21, including marriage, mutual submission in the fear of the Lord. First of all, you have to know what that means and talk about it and train on it to the married people, to the non-married people, to the ministers. Then they have to think the big thing is the holy fear of the Lord, humility, real respect, not indifference, but deference to another, reading boundaries. Teach that, reading boundaries, to know, when I walk into your house, your ministry, your fellowship, if you are there and you are the head, I respect your boundaries. I'm in order. I do not shout out. The next part of that would be based on Galatians 5:21, fruits of the Spirit 22 and 23 by Paul. Self-control. Self-government is the root of this ministry, really. God's self-government, His mercy, His grace, His prayer, His fellowshipping with the saint, His discipline, His correction, but also other people's advice. And we're warning a lot of you for controllers. We're warning you. You got to let them go. You got to give it up and give it to the Lord. It's not about making money. It's about winning the lost. People coming in just exhausted, and you treat them with respect. It's about making God's name great, not our name, not your name. It's about Him, His ministry, and that's all we are. So we are not celebrity. We're not accusing, but we're assessing and evaluating, going after targeting dark doctrine, control, not the people. We respect the people and forgive them, but we will keep on doing this until these controllers stop. Let God's people go. It is God's time now in our country. God bless you. Bye-bye.